We now have a method inside of a new class that we created that will generate the URL necessary for us to start making requests to one of the Foursquare endpoints. In this case, the search endpoint. Now that we have to do is make the request with this URL so we get a response from the Foursquare API. But before being able to do this, we need to get our applications ready. What we have to do is add a reference to a new Node.js package. So let's do that. I'm going to right click on the solution and I'm going to click on Manage Node.js Packages for Solution. And what I want to do is search for the Microsoft.NET.HTTP package. And once you find it, you want to select only the PCL project, not the Android, neither the iOS project, only the PCL project, and select on Install. Review the changes and click on I accept the license terms. And now the project is going to be ready to start making requests to the internet. If you go to your portable project and go to references, you will see that you now have some system.net.http references that have been added. These are the ones that contain some of the classes that we're going to be using to make these requests. Now there is another reference that we have to add. So I'm going to head back to the Node.js package manager for the entire solution. And I'm actually going to be installing the Newtonsoft.json, which is very likely the first option that you see, even without searching for anything. If you don't see it, you can write Newtonsoft.json and you will find this one. And this, we do want to add it to all of the projects. So I am going to select them all. I'm going to click on install. In the preview window, you will see that a lot of references are going to be added for iOS and for Android. You can click on OK, accept the license. And once it is installed, you will have your project entirely ready to not only make requests to the internet, but actually be able to read the JSON and convert that JSON to C#, which is going to be very important. And that is going to happen thanks to the Newtonsoft.json references that we have added. If you go, for example, to the references of the portable class library, then you will find the Newtonsoft.json reference in there. But also inside of the Android project, you will find now a lot of new references that have been added since we added the Newtonsoft.json reference, and the same for iOS. This reference is the one that will allow us to read a JSON and cast it. The correct word actually is deserialize it to C#. So once we receive that JSON from the Foursquare API, thanks to the Newtonsoft.json reference and the classes that are defined inside of it, we will be able to turn the serialized JSON into C# objects, which we can later use inside of our application. So now that we have our projects ready to start making requests to the internet and the serialized JSON into C# objects, in the next lecture, we're going to send a request to the Foursquare API service and see if we can get a response.